Hold on. Ah, my word. Now they're telling me that it's not related. Yes, it is. Oh my word. Ugh. Getting told that it doesn't seem like it's the problem. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, let's just leave and heal kind of thing. I'm just gonna use this. Grab the item. Thank you. Let's move Zergo to the front so Zergo can get some XP, I guess. I don't really care. Sorry. Uh. Okay, sorry, I know this is very boring though, but like I'm trying to get this done at the same time. And I'm trying not to I'm not trying to create excuses though, but I'm just trying to figure this out as fast as I can. Okay, so let me just proofread this for a second. What was the original issue? Hang on. Woodwork, yeah. There. And then watch me not get any help. Again. I don't understand what it is with... I don't know if it's just the way that these people sort of operate, or if it's just the way that I'm interpreting it, but like, it's really weird, okay? So here's a little bit behind the scenes of how it works when I ask a question for like Oblivion code, like my Oblivion coding questions kind of thing. So we'll talk to Steven Stone and I'll mention it. The device you have there, it's a Pokenav. When trainers that have Pokenavs battle, it keeps a record of how things went, I think. Oh, pardon me, my name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter from me? Handed over the letter. Okay, thank you. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see, I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Now, I've got to hurry along. Okay, so back to the whole Oblivion and Minecraft data pack creation, I guess. So, oh, I forgot. I made an error. Oops. No. Edit this. There. So the difference between it is that, like, I didn't learn any of like Oblivion coding at all, and I'm doing the same thing with data pack creation at the same time too. But the weird thing is that like the coding languages between the two is vastly different. Like, I think Oblivion's is more simple and it's easier to understand, whereas data packs, it's a bit different. And I think that's kind of where I'm falling off the wagon, is because like I don't understand how to translate between the two. And the way that you do things in the Oblivion, oops. Yeah, so like for Oblivion, I can like there was a website that explains how the functions worked to explain it in such a fine line that like you can read it and you can go, okay, I know how that function works from start to finish. For Minecraft, sure, it has a wiki, but that just tells you like how the command is structured. It doesn't explain it. Or at least it doesn't explain it in a way that like you can read it and go, oh, okay. So I'm gonna try and still see if I can get that one Pokemon that I want. I just don't know how I'm gonna bloody name the thing. I might do the same thing as I did with Elspeth, where I'm gonna try and keep it close to what I want. Like, obviously, like, it's gonna be so difficult because I don't even think that they would even create a creature card with this thing, so maybe that I'll have to find a workaround for it. Did I? Okay, I did grab your revive? Okay, I thought I didn't. I don't know why, but I thought I didn't grab your revive. Anyway. So yeah, so back to the thing. So like Oblivion has this like whole entire fan thing that obviously you can do that, and it's easy to read other people's scripts and stuff like that. Like obviously you guys can read the scripts that I made for the 4 items that are still on display. Like obviously you guys can read those and you can understand, because not only did I make a video explaining how those scripts operate, but I also have comments in there as well, which are not in my version, by the way. My version doesn't have comments, because comments, in the way that how Oblivion handles the size of your file, comments still add file size to your ESP, so I don't have that enabled. So I don't have comments on my scripts when I'm running my mod. So my mod is uncommented. It's like title, grabbing like variables, and then whatever. Like whatever I need in the body. That's it. That's all mine has. Mine doesn't have comments on every line telling me, okay, this does this does this. No, that's not what mine does. That's not what mine does. Mine doesn't do that. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, comments are dumb, don't do them. No, it's more so for me is like, I'm trying to make my mod not require as much space. Even if adding comments the way that I did them, or that I'm going to do for every video, for that whole thing is, let's say, going to add like 2 kilobytes. That's 2 kilobytes. I could have added, let's say, 4 items to take up the same amount of space, right? So that makes a lot more sense for me to just keep it for the items instead of just doing it for the scripts. But outside of the program, that's a whole different story. And that's why I have 2 separate files. One for the game and one for not. Or one for the editor, one for not. The one for not is what you guys were reading. The one that I use for mine, specific ones, don't have comments. But for the data pack, completely different story. Everything has comments. Everything does. And that's though I understand what each and every function is doing. And this is because I don't understand the data pack's language, so I'm trying to understand as I go along. The problem that I'm experiencing, though, is that like there is very little documentation in how things work. And when you're trying to look up what you're doing, so right now I'm looking up, like I'm trying to figure out how to use a function on a timer while using a specific way that the code is read. By the way, the code has to be read in a certain way with an entity. The problem is that when you put a timer, it doesn't work that way. Because the timer doesn't allow you to do that problem. Because even though it should work, it's not working, and I don't understand how it's not working. I've tried many different ways. The only way I can get it to work is if I make one of the situations